may not even answer at my trial, and it seems to me that there is so much of this strength in me now that I shall vanquish everything, all of the suffering, only so that I may keep saying to myself constantly, I am. I may endure 1,000 torments, yet I am. I may writhe under torture, but I am. I may sit in a tower, but I exist. I can see the sun, but even if I cannot see the sun, I know that it exists. And to know that the sun is there.
That is living.
Must be my lucky night.
My eyes are tired.
Maybe I should get an audio book. They don't complain.
You don't get your medication either, or post your letters, or see that you do your exercises.
You do bang on, don't you?
Thanks for the lift.
It's not like it's out of my way.
Still, it's a bit early for you to go in, isn't it?
I like to pull my weight now and then.
This is how the last one began.
Call me, will ya? I left early this morning. You were still asleep. Just let me know you're okay.
Frank! Pick up in Wantage.
Again?
Morning. Any mail for me?
Yes, Professor Caxton.
That's great.
There you are.
Had your hair done?
Yes.
Very chic.
Thank you.
Bomb disposal have given us all clear.
Major blast trauma to the head and torso. Severe lacerations from the shrapnel.
designed to kill, they're not just maim.
Adam Capstone, 34, currently Britson Whiteread, Professor of Geometric Topology.
Pure maths rather than applied and not to be confused with topography.
As if.
The secretary confirmed that the parcel arrived in the post this morning.
Find out next of kin and get family liaison onto that. Also, see if anyone was seen hanging around just prior to the explosion. Whoever did this might have wanted to stick around and admire their handiwork.
Sir?
Excuse me. You have to let me
Detective Inspector Lewis, can I help?
I work here. They said there was some kind of accident.
Would you like to move back, Mr.
Capstan. David Capstan.
Are you related to Adam Capstan?
He's my brother.
You'd like to come with me, sir? How long have you and your brother worked here?
Never really left. I got my double first at 17, stayed on to do an MSc and joined the staff. Adam was the same. And he got his double first at 16.
Two geniuses in one family.
It's an overused word. We specialise in knot theory.
Knots have their own theory?
Yeah, there's some of them. It's the ones in DNA that we're particularly interested in. If a human nucleus was the size of a basketball, do you know how long the DNA packed inside would be? 150 miles. Sorry, it's what Adam tells his student. Told his student. For the last few years, we've, if you can figure out how DNA coils up, how it's packed, then you can unpack it, modify it, repair it. That's what we've been trying to do. A team.
Any idea who would want to attack you like this?
Our research, if what we've discovered is correct, then we're talking about new ways to fight genetic diseases, cancer, new hope, new life. Why would anyone want to stop that?
Maybe it was more personal.
These came. Adam wanted to get rid of them, said it was a crank, that if we ignored them, they'd go away.
Any idea who sent them?
Mr. Capstan?
There's someone, but I can't believe that she... Kate McMurdoch.
And she is?
She was one of our students. But in her head that she'd made some major discovery, accused us of stealing her research.
And had you?
No, God. It's an inflated sense of her own importance, I'm afraid. We had to let her go, and she wasn't happy.
Open day at the allotments, so that'd help on the cake stall.
Got time.
I'll make time.
The hospice, day sensor.
Checking up on me.
Find out if there are any groups out there who've got it in for this kind of research.
Yeah, James is doing it.
Individuals, too. Blogs, videos where they rant in their bedrooms.
Sir.
And check if there are any disgruntled ex-employees.
Doing that, too.
Right. So where are we with this Kate McMurdoch?
Well, she's not at home, so Sergeant Maddox is trying to track her down.
Maybe she's done a runner.
Yeah, maybe it's a bit early to tell.
Imagine devoting your entire life to working out how to unravel knots.
Imagine.
Kate McMurdoch is currently on her way to the Cheddar Gorge mountaineering club. They left this morning.
How long for?
Just for the day. I'll be waiting for her when she gets back.
An explosion ripped through the prestigious mathematics department at Oxford University earlier today. Police are treating it as suspicious and believe it to be...
It's up.
Rather surprising, is it?
With one fatality confirmed, though at least a dozen students and staff have been killed.
Wallet, watch, and wedding ring. Should be able to get a positive ID from those.
We'll get them round to his wife.
Just the last memory of him won't be that.
Nice.
Have you got it? Present for the baby?
Oh, no, not yet.
But you suggested it?
Yeah, well, I've been a bit distracted with the bomb going off. You know how it is.
All that way. Don't want to turn up empty-handed, do we?
No, I'll get on to it. I promise.
Exciting, isn't it?
Yes, that's his. It has always engraved on the inside, see? Occasionally it would have been more accurate. I want to see him.
That's not a good idea.
We can arrange some to visit you if you'd like.
No need.
I'm going to need access to some of his things.
Of course.
His computer, his phone records, bank accounts.
Help yourself. You won't find anything.
Oh, were you going to give one of these lectures?
You all were. David, me, Adam.
You're a mathematician too?
No, I'm a chemist. We do the lectures every year. Mine are usually demonstrations, chemical reactions, that sort of thing. Adam's were always more flashy. Maths and the calculus of coitus was a good one. You knew maths could be such fun, right?
What is the Loxton Foundation?
Donald, my father, he bankrolled Adam and David's research. Adam got to do whatever he liked, and Dad picked up the bill. Oh, can we continue this outside? I have a lecture to give.
Surely, in the circumstances.
I prefer it. Keep busy. Better than being alone. Not good at that. 5 years we were married. Should have left him long ago. God knows he gave me enough reason.
Cheated on you. Forgive me, but is your husband seeing anybody at the moment?
I don't think so. I was surprised when you went into work early this morning. I thought maybe another student. I tried leaving him 3 years ago. February 7th, my birthday. Gone to Toronto for a symposium, and I packed my bags.
You waited till he was out of the country.
I've never been very good at compensation. But even then, I still took him back. Hopeless. I tried hating him, especially after Paula. That didn't work either. Hopeless case, really, so...
Who's Paula?
Paula Ditto. She was one of his students, and they had a thing.
Had.
They never lasted long, Inspector. Last time they met, Adam said he wanted to end it. 2 days later, she started yelling rape.
Did your husband rape her?
No, of course he didn't. I mean, he never denied having sex with her, but it's consensual, for old time's sake.
You believed him?
The girl had issues. She was unreliable, so the charges didn't stick and the case was dropped.
Where can we find this Paula Ditto?
You can't. She committed suicide.
This is Guto. I'm Detective Inspector Lewis. This is D.I. Hathaway.
We'd like to talk to you about Paula.
Paula loved the garden. She and Frank used to do it together. Before Paula died, she went into the garden to pick some flowers. Peonies and forget-me-nots. She put them in a vase and she left them here for us. And she went upstairs.
This was after the rape charges were dropped.
I found her. She'd used a belt and a hook on the back of the door.
There's no word against this, you see. She didn't stand a chance. Not against a math superstar.
But they'd had a relationship.
Not what you'd call it. We're not exciting, Inspector, you know? We're just ordinary. It's a Paula someone like Adam Capstone must have seen.
She was flattered?
Well, she was just a child. All he had to do was click his fingers. He left her feeling dirty. She told him if she wanted to end it, so he, after which he felt so ashamed. It took me 2 days to convince her to tell someone. Trust me, I said. Tell the truth. Everything will be okay.
So it wasn't Adam Capston who wanted to end the relationship?
That was Paula. She stood up to him and he wouldn't accept it. So he made her pay.
How did that make you feel?
How do you think? I wish only bad things for Adam Capston. What?
Adam Capston died this morning, Mrs. Guto. Somebody sent him a bomb in the post.
My God.
Also a number of threatening letters.
Not from me.
What about your husband?
Frank Gardens, Inspector.
Did Paula have other boyfriends?
She never mentioned any.
Might have been someone. Always remember 060302. Do those numbers mean anything to you?
What, like a date or something? 6th of March, 2002.
Or the 3rd of June if you're American, but that'd still make her only about 7.
Sorry, no?
Mind if...
Kate McMurdoch, DS Maddox. You've got a few minutes.
Right, thanks. That was forensics. The bomb was made out of fulminated mercury packed into a small pipe. You open the box and boom. Mercury's not easy stuff to get your hands on, especially not nowadays.
Okay, why don't we check if there have been any break-ins recently in warehouses, merchants, labs? Oh, listen, I need to make a little detour. I promised to buy a present for the baby. Apparently we're not allowed to turn up empty-handed.
Yeah, it's bad form.
So, any ideas?
Not me.
Something that says Oxford, metaphorically.
Pair of handcuffs? You know Frank Gitto's job is collecting office waste, picking up electrical goods, recycling, that sort of thing.
So?
There's mercury in fluorescent light bulbs.
So do you want to go back to the station, take a closer look at Frank Gitto?
What about the present?
Nah, later.
2 years I was on the team. David invited me to join after I graduated.
To study knots.
It sounds mad, doesn't it? But our research...
Our research.
I still feel a part of it.
And yet you walked away?
Yeah, a couple of months ago. Adam and David were heading down a dead end. I steered them away. And more than that, it was that study of spiral knot determinants that led to everything else. There wouldn't have been a breakthrough if it hadn't been for me. Afterwards, when Adam and David presented their findings, I wasn't even mentioned. It was like they'd done all the work themselves. I'd been photoshopped out. I went to them. I told them I thought it was unfair. And Adam said all I'd done was the grunt work. I hadn't made the final connection, even though it was right there in front of me. Grunt work.
Must have made you very angry.
I yelled a bit, yeah.
Eyewitness said you went batshit in the atrium.
Maybe a little.
Somebody sent David and Adam Capstone threatening letters.
Not me. Okay, we're done.
As you can see, I still have some movement. I've got the full Stephen Hawking to look forward to. It's genetic, no known cure.
Is that why you agreed to fund the Capstons?
To find a cure? I'm beyond all help, but if their research can make a difference after I'm gone and I make it possible, well, it's got to be worth something, isn't it?
A legacy.
Better than a blue plaque.
Did you know Adam Capstone?
No, not very well. Used to come sometimes with Elizabeth, Donald's daughter, but we didn't speak much.
Were either of you aware of the allegations made by Paula Gitto?
Well, the girl was troubled. What she did was terrible, but that was her choice.
Adam was entirely blameless. Is that what you think?
Well, I think it's none of our business.
Suppose you're right. I should go. Grace will be hungry.
Grace?
My 3-year-old, she's with a childminder. She doesn't like to be kept waiting.
She when food's involved, I bet.
You got kids?
One of each. Long time since they were 3, mine.
I'll check in later. We can do some neck stretches. Gentlemen?
And Sarah, she lives in. Easier to torture me. I don't know what I'd do without her. With her, I suppose.
Would you excuse me for a minute? Ms. Alderwood, Adam Capstone.
What about him?
You didn't like him very much, did you?
Adam was a shit, frankly, which is how he treated Elizabeth.
How did Donald feel about that?
Donald spends 90% of his day just trying to get through it. A large part of my job is to help him do that. Now, if that means avoiding ways of upsetting him, then fine. So we pussyfoot around the subject. Pretend that everything was okay.
Can't be easy.
I'd do anything for Donald.
Even if I could, I wouldn't get involved. It's not my place. Besides, Elizabeth is tougher than she thinks. All that self-doubt and no confidence on the outside. On the inside, just like her mother. Pure tungsten.
No break-ins here, I'm happy to say. Everything's kept under strict lock and key.
So who normally has access to all of the chemicals?
Students and members of staff. We each have a key card, and everything has to be accounted for.
How hard is it to formulate mercury?
It's not. You just mix mercury with concentrated nitric acid and add the resulting aqueous mercury nitrate to ethanol. Simple.
So anyone can do it?
If they have the chemicals.
Ah, Professor Dimmock, you're busy.
That's all right. I'm being grilled by the police. It's very exciting.
Yes, Maddox. And you are?
Jimon Adamako.
Mr. Adamako here is one of our brightest stars all the way from New York. A postgraduate research fellowship beckons.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You looking for me?
Yes, but you can wait. Sorry.
I'm going to need a list of all students and staff, anyone who has access.
Of course.
You take security seriously here?
Students with unlimited access to chemicals and the knowledge to turn them into something illegal. Asking for trouble, don't you think?
Mercury's a real pain, especially if you spill it. So, don't.
She's got loads of videos online, lectures, demos, all sorts.
She wouldn't have any problem getting a hold of Mercury.
Does she know what to do with it?
Plus, she said she hates confrontation.
What, you're saying it's easier to send a bomb than just have a row?
Well, we know she resented Adam's behaviour, but couldn't bring herself to leave him.
Which would make her resent him even more.
I've seen a lot of grieving widows, but never one like her.
Right, I'm gone. I've got to Skype Tony. I've just offered him another year.
Have you said yes?
We are thinking about it.
Well, that's great, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes. Better prospects, better money, better pension. We're dead happy. See you in a bit.
Right, I'm the scoop too.
Well, is there something I said?
No, I'm just going to go and sit with Dad. He seems to like it this time of day. Toodle pip.
Wife's thinking of getting a new car. Hatchback.
God.
I think a bike's better.
Sound.
Hi, it's Adam. I'm obviously being a genius somewhere, or more likely I forgot my phone. So leave me a message and I promise I'll get back just as soon as I stop being a genius, or find my phone, whichever comes first.
Rushing out any chemistry?
She's good in a Royal Institute Christmas lecture type way.
I bet you watched every one of them.
Highlighted my holidays. Adam Capstan certainly seems to be enjoying it.
And so does Paula Gitto.
I've also been checking up on Adam Capstan's emails.
I don't suppose his passcode's 060302.
Not that simple, sadly.
Never is.
Oh, hang on. See, these he's deleted off the computer, but they've stayed on the server. They're emails from his brother.
So why delete them? Think of someone else for a change. Carry on and I'll kill you.
I'm guessing that's why.
Yes, we argued.
Carry on and I'll kill you.
I was angry. I said some terrible things, and I wish that,
You argued about who would benefit from your discovery.
yeah, Adam was all belongs to the world.
And you disagree.
Well, why shouldn't we make some money? We've worked hard enough.
So you agreed to sell to AKGC Pharmaceutical?
Who have the wherewithal to actually develop a product that will change the world? What we've discovered is just the first step, the toolbox, if you like. There's still a long way before there's a drug on the market, and now, if they want to pay us for that, where's the harm?
Adam didn't seem to think that money was the issue.
You never do when you've had it.
Do you need money, Mr. Capstan?
No, as it happens. Besides, Adam was being a bit disingenuous. There's still money to be had. Recognition, tenure at a nice rich college in the States.
Did you like your brother, Mr. Capstan?
How can you even ask that? Yes, we rowed. Yes, I disagreed with some of the things he did, but Adam knew me better than anyone, and I him. My whole life, there hasn't been a day that he wasn't a part of. He was my brother, so never make the mistake, Inspector, of thinking that I didn't love him.
How well did you know Paula Gitto?
Didn't. I never taught her. Adam looked after her.
Used to buy your brother even after she accused him of raping her.
Yes. And after she did what she did, which sort of answers your earlier question, doesn't it?
Sort of.
Look, I know the emails look bad. It was the last thing I said to my brother, and I never got a chance to put it right.
Deal's still going through with AKGC?
Yes. It always was. If you excuse me, I have a fundraiser to attend. It's not that I really feel like it, but, you know, duty calls.
Oh, Inspector, didn't see you on the guest list.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I realise this isn't very convenient, but I do have a couple of questions I need to ask you, if that's okay.
Perfectly. Professor Dimmock here was just about to leave anyway. Let's go and find somewhere a bit quieter. Give my smile muscles a bit of a rest. About the only ones I've got left. Come this way.
Did you know that David was hoping to sell their research to AKGC Pharmaceutical?
Yes.
And Adam disagreed.
It was his right. It wasn't meant to be about getting rich quick.
So you didn't approve?
Well, money didn't come with any strings, Inspector, but no, I didn't like it.
And now there's nothing stopping it from happening.
David had it hard growing up.
In what way?
Whatever David did, Adam did quicker and younger. A-levels, Oxbridge entry. David is brilliant, but Adam is a truly gifted one. He could see connections, make leaps that others, but David couldn't. On the other hand, David could do all the groundwork, put in the hours to build the foundations, and then Adam would come along.
Steal all the glory.
Make all the difference.
And was David jealous?
He understood. They complemented each other. Singly, they were remarkable mathematicians, but flawed. Together, they were extraordinary. David loved his brother, Inspector. He'd never harm him. Not David.
Would you like me to?
Yes, thank you.
Came for a top-up.
Help yourself.
It's not your thing.
Rubbish all the glad handing. Besides, she likes my full attention when she's eating. That's the thing about 3-year-olds. So set in their ways.
Oh, I've always wanted to go there.
I saw those when I was in Toronto. It was winter. They were frozen solid. Amazing. Oh, try to keep hold of it, Munchkin. Always more useful that way.
When did you say that was?
What?
That you were in Canada?
3 years ago.
February, was it? The same time that Adam Capstone was there. How old did you say she is?
It began soon after I started here. I was vulnerable, and Adam sensed it. Easy pickings.
Vulnerable?
I was lonely. I'd lost my job at the hospital. I was going through a rough patch. My husband divorced me. I was a mess. But coming here was the first step back. Adam was funny and attentive, and I adored him. Well, at least I thought I did.
So, what happened when you found out you were pregnant?
I told him I was going to keep her, and he made me promise not to tell anyone who the father was.
Promise in return for what? Money?
For a while. Then Elizabeth found out about the payments. Adam fessed up. That was that.
So Elizabeth knew?
Where are we with the grieving dad?
Front detail, we're still digging.
You think he could make a bomb?
Well, thumb-native mercury is actually not that hard if you've got the right kit.
Even so, it's a bit specialised, isn't it? It's hardly a basic weapon of choice. Then there's the hate mail. That's the major line of inquiry.
So it is.
Well, Professor Dimmock from the chemistry lab has given me a list of all those who have access to the supplies.
Start with them. Maybe one of them's got links to the maths department we don't know about.
message for Mr. Jimon Adamarco to call Sergeant Maddox at Oxford Police. Thank you.
Police want to see me. It's not enough. It's what we agreed. I need more. That's all there is. You owe me. I owe you what's in there. I'm calling it a day. What? It's too dangerous.
We're not doing anything illegal.
Tell that to the pit boss.
Please, David. A few more games. Don't I deserve that?
No, we quit while we're ahead.
And you just get to decide.
That's right.
They'll find out.
You don't know that.
If the police are asking questions, they will find out.
It's going to be okay. We just wait it out. What else can we do? Come on.
So the wife knew about the baby?
According to Sarah Alderwood, yeah.
Plus, there's money from the pharmaceutical deal her husband opposed. With him out the way, it's sure to go through.
And as his widow, she stands to benefit big time.
So that's two motives and unlimited access to Mercury, right?
I think I've got something. We know that the letters sent to Adam Capstone were processed through these sorting offices. Wallingford, Tame, and Killington.
This is a copy of Frank Gitno's pickup itinerary for the whole of the last month. On the day the letters were sent, he had pickups in Tame, Kidlington,
Wallingford.
It's a coincidence, that's all. Yes, I was in those places, so what? So a lot of people. Hey, it's my job.
You handle a lot of fluorescent bulbs here.
A fair amount.
Do you know how to extract mercury from them?
Of course I don't. Why?
The bomb that killed Adam Capstone was made from mercury.
And you hold Adam Capstone responsible for the death of your daughter?
He was responsible.
You wanted to make him pay for what he'd done.
I wanted him to be scared. I didn't want to kill him. Look, they were just letters. Okay, nothing else. He'd got off scot-free, like nothing had ever happened, whereas we... Do you know my wife spends a waking hour volunteering for every bloody charity you can think of? She's more interested in strangers than she is me. We just live in this fog. I couldn't save my girl, and now I can't save my wife. I want you to make him hurt me. I could do that at least.
Sorry, Frank, we're going to have to take you down the station.
16.
God.
Too many?
Is this necessary?
Your husband didn't say anything to you about what he was doing?
No.
You had no idea?
Since Paula died, we don't say much to each other about anything.
David Capstone said he didn't know Paula.
He obviously gave her tutorials, too. Look, he marked some of her papers.
Yes, Mr. Capstone, it's the Hathaway. I need to ask you a few more questions. Clarify a few things. Yes, see you in half an hour.
David, we've been through this.
After everything I've done for you.
Go home, Andrew.
What did you get in the end?
Sorry?
For the baby?
Nothing. Yet. I haven't found the right thing. Go on.
You should probably tell Laurie, you know.
What?
But you don't want to go.
Look, I just haven't got around to buying anything, that's all.
Right.
I forgot. And that's not symbolic. Mr. Capstan! David Capstan!
Help me!
David! Here. Shut that row off, will you?
What do I do?
Just
give me a
put
bomb
it down
disposal, 119
very
Oldfield
carefully.
Road. I can't, it'll go off.
Nice and gentle. David, look at me. Just put it down very slowly. You can do this.
I don't want to die.
Nobody's gonna die.
Sir, it's Lewis and Hathaway. There's been another explosion.
Well, Lewis Series 9 and the Lewis Series 1 to 9 box set are available to pre-order now on DVD and to download to own. On a trip to Graceland tomorrow, Joanna Lumley finds out the extraordinary truth about Elvis and Me, brand new at 9. And his new drama on Thursday night at 9 in Unforgotten. And if drama's what you're in the mood for right now, catch up as the secrets are coming to light in Jekyll and Hyde on ITV Player. Next, the latest ITV news at 10.